Hey, how you guys doing tonight? So in today's video, I did mention this before. I'm going to give a slight insight on how people have multiple elemental abilities in my book. And as I've also mentioned, I do have key terms and phrases that I've made up for my story. I don't know if you would call it a language, but certain things have certain titles. And a person that has more than one elemental ability is called a Bhavanti. In my book, if someone is referencing someone that is a Bhavanti, they'll say something like a dual elemental Bhavanti or a triple elemental Bhavanti and so forth. So with this, there are a couple of rules. People that I've talked to about this already have asked, oh, is there someone special that has all 5 elements? Kind of like the Avatar. And this rule that I made was to make sure that no one was super overpowered, but also to kind of give a different aspect on power scaling in my book. So let me just start by saying there are people who end up with the ability to control all 5 elements. However, if you have the capacity to do that, you cannot use your abilities. I mean, you can, but there's consequences. So to kind of summarize, if you want to talk about the most powerful beings, if you want to talk about people who can fight at peak capacity, the golden number of elements to have is 3. The reason being, with the power scaling that I've created, having too many elemental abilities, and I guess by too many, I would say 4 to 5, the clashing of those elements within your body become unstable, which is also kind of why in Bhavanti, certain elements show up more commonly together than others. Having too many within your body is very dangerous. Using your elements becomes a very daunting task. Having all 5 elements is basically a death sentence. In this world, everyone has elemental abilities. The entire world and every country's society runs on these abilities. If you have all 5, and yes, there's testing to learn which elements you have. That's another video. If you choose to continue to try to use your elements and you've been told that you have the ability for all 5, for lack of a better term, you end up exploding. And this is a process called novostasis. I know, kind of gruesome. But hey, that's the world I've created. And that's just a small gist of how elements and power scaling kind of combine hand in hand. If you guys have any more questions, or you want me to elaborate on something else, or go even deeper into this subject, please leave it in the comments below.